Hello students, standard 6. In the physics we started the revision of chapter number 11, light, shadows and reflections. In the beginning we saw that what is the importance of light. We know that in our life, light is a very necessary thing because it enables us to see the beautiful things around. We saw that if it's very dark, we cannot see the objects. So light is essential for looking around. Also we learn about luminous and non-luminous objects and also natural luminous or the natural sources of light and artificial sources of light. And we learn about transparent, translucent and opaque objects. Also we understand about the shadow, that how shadows are formed, what are the requirements to cast a shadow, how can we see the shadow, what is the information that we get from the shadow, color of the shadow, shape of the shadow, etc. Now, today we are going to revise about a pinhole camera. We can easily make a pinhole camera from the material that is available from your house, in which we need 2 cardboard boxes. You can use the boxes that we get it when we buy the shoes. But we need 2 boxes such that one is little smaller than the other so that it can slide into the bigger one. So the first question is about it, that describe the method to construct a pinhole camera along with figure. So now we need 2 boxes such that one can slide into another with no gap in between them. Means exactly a little size so that it can be without gap, it can slide one into the another one. Now we have to cut one side and open it in the both of the boxes, and on the larger box, the side opposite to the cut side, make a small hole in the middle. On the larger box, we have to make a small hole. The side which is opposite to the side that we cut, on that side for a larger box. And in the smaller box, we have to cut out a square in the middle, about 5 to 6 centimeter. On which side? In that small box also, the side which is opposite to that cut side, means that we open, then the opposite side we have to make a square hole in the middle about 5 centimeter or 6 centimeter. Then cover this open square with the tracing paper, which is a translucent object. Now slide that smaller box into the bigger box in such a way that the side with the tracing paper is inside. So the side of the tracing paper is inside, and then you slide it. Now your pinhole camera is ready to use. It is very simple. That is shown in the figure also here. That you can have the figure also. That 2 boxes, one side it is cut open and the other side in bigger box there is a hole, in the other smaller box there is a square hole, and then you have to slide them. So your pinhole camera is ready to use. Now how will we use it? Holding the pinhole camera, look through the open face of the smaller box. You should use a piece of black cloth cover to cover your head. You have to cover your head and try to look from the open side. You have to look to the far object like a building or a tree or whatever, and then make sure that the object you wish to look at through your pinhole camera are in bright sunshine. So look for the far objects which are shining in the sun, like a building or a tree outside your house, and then you face that hole to that object so that the light can travel and come into that hole, and then we will be able to see the image of that. Move the smaller box forward or backward till you get a picture on the tracing paper pasted at the other end. So to make the image clear, what you have to do, the smaller box you have to move up, move a little forward or backward such that you get a particular fine picture of that. Then you see that what type of images are that. You will see that the image will be upside down. The image will be upside down. Similarly, you can get the image of the sun also from it. So you have to face the pinhole camera toward the sun and look at the tracing paper. You will find the very small pinhole image of the sun. So the image will be also, as I told you, that when you see the middle, you will see the what you call it, the shadow, and shadow shows the image of that far object. Look at these pinhole images of your sun when an eclipse is visible from your location. So whenever there is an eclipse, solar eclipse, in this time you can't directly look at the sun. So you can use this pinhole camera to watch that eclipse when there is an eclipse in that location. And then eclipse occurs, then you can easily see how the eclipse begins and how it ends. So different shapes of the sun in that time you will be able to watch very nicely. But be careful, never look at the sun directly because it can damage your eyes. There is an interesting pinhole camera in the nature also. Explain about natural pinhole camera. If you go to the very dense forest means there are so many trees, so you won't be able to see the sun also. In this situation, then you will notice that small patches of sunlight under the tree. You will see small patches of sunlight under the tree. Why? Because there is some very small gaps between the leaves. The gaps between the leaves act as the pinhole camera, and then from that the light travels and give the image of the sun. So on the floor, if you see that dark patches are the pinhole images of the sun. So it is the pinhole camera which is a natural. So it is very interesting that we didn't make it, but naturally when there is a gap between the leaves in the dense forest, then you will be able to see that. Sometimes in your roof also, if your house is covered with the metal sheet roof, and then if there are holes, then from that holes also you will be able to see the patches on the floor. So that is also work like a pinhole camera. So that is the story about the pinhole camera. You can make it yourself also and look at the different objects like the building or a tree, or when there is eclipse, you can see the different images of the sun during that time. So now the other thing that we have to learn about is the reflection of light. That what is the reflection of light? But before that, we have to show that generally how does a light travel? Light travels in a straight line. But how will you prove that? We have to make an activity, describe an experiment to prove that light travels in a straight line. For that, you can write down one of the two. We already discussed about it when we had discussion about the chapter. So you can refer from that also. I will explain both of that experiment. One experiment is about a tube or a pipe. You have to take a long pipe, and then it can be a plastic pipe or you have a glass pipe, whatever. That you have to take a pipe and then make it straight and light a candle. Take a straight pipe and light a candle and put the candle on the table. Now hold the pipe in your hand and take one end to the eye and the other end toward the lighted candle. Now try to see the flame from that pipe. Then if your pipe is very straight, then you will be able to see that flame from the pipe. Now bend your pipe little such that the one end is at the flame and the other end is at your eye. Then try to look at the flame through that pipe. Will you be able to see that? No, you won't be able to see the flame of the candle because the light coming through the pipe cannot bend because it travels only in a straight line, and therefore it cannot go bend and come into the pipe to our eyes, and if it is not reaching our eyes, we won't be able to see it. Second, another one is that you have to take 3 cardboards of the same size. You have to take 3 cardboards of the same size and put them vertical on the table, and in the middle of all the 3 cardboards make a small hole at the same height, such that when you look through the first hole, you will be able to see through it. Now at the end of the third cardboard, last cardboard, place a lighted candle. Place a lighted candle and then try to see the flame of the candle from the first cardboard. Then you will be able to see it because those holes that we made are in the straight line. And therefore, from the first hole, you will be able to see the flame of the candle. Now, what you have to do? You have to move the middle cardboard a little side so that hole is not in the way. So now if you will try to look at the flame of the candle from the first cardboard, you won't be able to, because when that light from the candle flame coming through the first hole, but it will not passing through the second hole, because the second cardboard we have moved a little to the one of the side, and therefore the light will not pass through the first hole again, and therefore we won't be able to see the flame. It shows that the light travels in a straight or a rectilinear motion. So that is the way. Now, reflection of light. For that you have to understand with an activity. For that you can go in the dark room along with your friends and take a mirror along with you. Now what we have to do that? You need a torch also. And from the torch you have to tell your, first of all, you have to tell one of your friend to stand in one corner with holding that mirror in his hand. And then tell another friend to stand in the another corner. Now what we have to do that, take that torch, switch it on and put your finger on it such that there is a small gap between the two fingers so that a beam of light can pass through it. And point that light towards the mirror at an angle. And then tell your other friend such that he is holding a cardboard or a piece of white paper, such that the light which is throwing back from the mirror will fall on that cardboard that other friend is holding. So here you can see that when the light is falling on the mirror, then it is changing the direction as shown in your figure. You can see that in the figure here. That the one is holding the mirror, the other one is holding the cardboard, and you are holding the torch. So from the torch, when you give the light, then it is reflecting, and the other friend having the cardboard is having that beam of light again. So light travels through here to the mirror, and from back to the mirror it goes to that cardboard. So this phenomena in which the light is changing the direction after falling on the mirror, and that is known as the reflection of mirror, reflection of light through the mirror. So when light is falling on the highly polished surfaces like mirror, it is changing the direction, and that phenomena is known as the what you call it, a reflection of light. So reflection of light, because of the reflection of light we get the reflection and images of the object also. Now the other question is, explain the manner in which light travels with the help of an activity. For that we need a comb, a mirror, and a piece of paper and a torch. What we have to do? We have to take actually a thermocol sheet and put a mirror on the one side, and other side comb one side, and on the other side make a mirror. Now what we have to do is spread a dark colored sheet of paper between the mirror and the comb and keep this in the sunlight, or if sunlight is not available, you can send a beam of light through the torch battery also. So now you will see this type of situation in which you can be able to understand about that the light will travel through that comb and then falling on the mirror, and then the other side the reflected light rays will be like that. So that is the situation that we can understand with the help of this activity. So here we are having the most of all the revision of this chapter about the light, shadows, and the reflections. So here all the questions in the assignments are almost discussed, so you have to write down the answers on your own, and it will be in the PDF file. So any questions, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.